Hello friends, welcome to a new vlog. I have spent most of this week video editing. I have gotten 3 of the 4 July soap videos done, uploaded, captions, everything except for thumbnails. If I have to listen to my own voice any longer, I'm going to fucking implode. By the time this vlog goes out, at least those 3 are probably up already. I don't know when this one's going out anymore. God, what is time? I don't normally work this consistently all the way through videos like this. I'm dying. This is really fucking hard. I'm getting so annoyed. You know, like when you work on any project for a long period of time, eventually you just kind of hate yourself. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So I have 1 video left to do. It's Thursday. So I have today and tomorrow reasonably to get it done, and then I need to take a break. I am so over video editing. Ugh. Granted, I'll be right back at it again next week because I want to work on reels and things like that. But I'm slowly dying. This is so much work. So I have the file for the final soap video ready to go, and I just need to start editing. I gotta just do a dry edit, but I think I need to go do something else for a little bit. So I just packed an order that you saw there in the intro. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go take that down to the post office. And I hope that this time there is not one of those First Amendment auditors there. God, I can't stand those people. If you like them, I don't care. Okay? I don't care. I don't know why you like them. God. So there was one out there, and I saw him as I was driving up, and I had Allie in the car with me. So I have my minor child in the car with me. And he was out there, like, really obviously filming everybody. He had a whole rig with his cell phone and, like, a mic, and he, of course, had his face covered. He's got sunglasses because, you know, his privacy matters, but no one else's. And if you're not familiar with First Amendment and Second Amendment auditors, don't become familiar with it. It's... I think what they think they're doing and the reality of what they're doing are 2 very different things. So he's out there just filming everybody, and I had no intention of interacting with him beyond making sure, while he's obviously filming me, to say that I don't want to be filmed and I don't want to be in your content. And I didn't say anything else to him. I was not rude to him, but he said too late and then, like, made a point of continuing to film me, like sticking the camera in my face kind of situation. And then as I was leaving, filming me again, filming my car, and as we were backing out and trying to leave, trying to film my child, which is fucked up. And please if you're not familiar with, like, general law in the US, in most states, he was not doing anything illegal, okay? So I'm not calling the cops. I mean, number 1, ACAB, but also, like, he wasn't doing anything illegal. Morally, sure, yeah, random men filming children to put them on their content is fucking gross. And just because something's not illegal doesn't mean that you're not an asshole for doing it. And this guy is an asshole. So now I have to be worried that this random motherfucker has video clips of my child, and we were trying to, like, cover Allie's face as we were leaving because I had already told them to stay in the car because of this guy. But now I have to worry that my child is gonna show up in some weirdo's video so he and all his little weirdo friends can circle jerk to the idea of that they're such good patriots. You guys want to lick boots so bad. What they do is they harass people legally until someone calls the cops, so that way they could have an interaction with the cops. They desperately want to have an interaction with cops. They want it so bad, but, you know, they're not going to actually commit crimes. They just really, really want to interact with cops. Oh God, they love it so much. It's honestly like watching a brat desperately try to get the attention of someone in a position of authority. Like, they are desperate to lick boots. It's just, ugh. But it's dressed up in, like, oh, we're anti-cop. So it's still sitting really poorly with me because I cannot stand those people. And it feels like such an intentional, flagrant violation of people's boundaries and consent, and it feels really icky. Like, fine, fucking film me or whatever, I don't care, but my kid? What is wrong with you? God dang. You know, like, I kept my kid in the car to be away from you, you weirdo. And it bothers me. And they're like, oh, they're auditing. Who am I that I need to be audited? I am not a city, state, or federal employee. I am just a random person. There is nothing to be audited. You're just an asshole. You're just an asshole. If you couldn't tell, I'm still mad. Anyway, let's move on because I think I've spent enough mental power on this fucking guy, and it pisses me off. So I'm gonna go take that order down to the post office and get that dropped off. If he's there again, I'm turning around. I'm not fucking dealing with that a second time. So then I think I also need to grab some stuff to drop off at the thrift store, and I think there is something I also need to drop off at the storage unit just to get it out of the house, because I'm getting tired of my space, my enclosure being disorderly. But it's 2 o'clock, so by the time I get all that done, I can come back and make dinner. Emmett has requested taco pockets, which is basically just taco meat and nacho cheese inside of, in his case, he likes the crescent roll dough, inside crescent roll dough, and formed it a little pocket. He really likes it. And I don't know what I'm gonna make for everyone else. Probably something with taco meat. Maybe we'll have burritos or tacos or something. I don't know. But I'll go run to the grocery store to get some more crescent roll dough and nacho cheese so that I can do that. That'll be it to start the day, to start the rest of this vlog week. So here we go. All right, just need to put this thing away. What? Oh, I'm just kidding. Now we're gonna put it away nicely. I think this is kind of the best I can do for now. Bye! Package successfully dropped off. I ended up going to a post office that's normally a little bit more out of the way for me, but with all the errands I needed to do, the routing was a lot better, so I went ahead and came over here. It's a much more slow post office, so I think it's less likely to have auditors. I hate calling them that because it makes it sound like it gives them a sense of like authority and leadership that they don't have. Whatever. So random guys with cameras are not here, and I get I'm a random person with a camera, but I'm in my car and I make a point of not filming other people because that's fucking rude. Anyway. Grocery store. It's dark and I look crazy and I don't care, but I just finished exporting and uploading the last video for the July collection soaps. I am so done. So all of them are edited, exported, they have captions, they've been uploaded, they're scheduled. The only thing that I don't have is thumbnails, and I did do thumbnails for Moon's Blessing, and I want to see how that performs before I commit to doing the thumbnails for the other soaps. I want to see how that does, because I'm doing such drastically different thumbnails than what I normally do. I don't know how they're going to perform, and I want to see how that works out first before I commit to doing anything else. Oh my god, it's 9:45. I need a snack. I haven't eaten in like 4 or 5 hours. My brain hurts. And I'm tired of listening to myself talk. So we're done. Okay? Check in tomorrow. Ha ha ha! What has arrived? Boxes. So many boxes. Let me go ahead and get these all opened up. Alrighty, so it looks like this package had all of my boxes. Did not have my Swayback seaweed bags, though. I double-checked on Eco Enclose's website, and it looks like it is showing that my order is partially shipped, so it looks like the bags are shipping separately from the boxes, which is fine. I needed the boxes much more than I needed the bags. So I wanted to show you all the different sizes of boxes that we use for shipping in our business. So these ones over here are all that I had really left on hand. So not very many. So we have a name for every size box because it makes it easier when we are working on packing orders to be like, hey, I need this size box without having to remember the dimensions. So they all have names, and the names are in our Shopify system. Occasionally I have shown the admin side of our Shopify site, so some of you have seen this, but they're names within Shopify because it's easier to remember the names than it is to remember the dimensions. So these are silly. It's us, come on, you know. I will introduce you to all the boxes and I'll put on screen their dimensions, but this is Uwu Small Bean. This one is a small boy. Then we have a medium boy, a long boy, a big ass boy, and the boss, which is our biggest custom size box that we have. For certain particularly large orders, especially wholesale orders, we will sometimes use large or medium flat rate boxes from USPS, but it's pretty uncommon that we need those. I do have a bunch of them stored here in the house, but again, we just don't need them that often, so I have a couple of them up there. There they are, right there. You can kind of see the USPS branding on them right there. But that's really all I need. I need them very infrequently. Most people are not ordering like 20 plus bars of soap. Most orders fit in either a medium, a small, or an Uwu Small Bean. And that's about it, because Uwu Small Bean is just big enough for 1 bar of soap. Every once in a while, I do send out like sticker-only orders. We have some rigid mailers from Eco Enclose in smaller sizes for like stickers only. And this is your reminder, if you're a small business owner, especially if you're one who is trying to be like pro-LGBT, pro-anti-racism, DEI, and all that stuff, if you're for generally social justice, try to order from stuff that's not Uline, okay? Don't order from Uline. Just do a quick Google search on the kind of people that own Uline and who they are and what they represent. It's such a bummer every time I get something from a small business and it's in a Uline box. Eco Enclose is fantastic. We've been using them for years. They're really, really great. Would highly recommend. But now I have to figure out where I'm going to put all of these, because usually boxes live right under there where it's easy for me to reach when I'm packing, and I don't know if I can fit all of these under there. I know for sure the boss definitely doesn't fit under there. He's too big. So I think I'm going to go clean under there real quick and then see what all I can do. The boss is probably going to go up there. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so everything under the bigger sizes fit down here. So that's long boys, medium boys, small boys, and Uwu Small Beans. And oh geez, the banding's real bad. Oh no. I'm sorry in advance for the banding. It's because of the fan, but I reorganized up here. So the big ass boys and the boss are up here, and then the few like miscellaneous smaller boxes that we have are over here. So yay, organized. But in doing that, I have realized that I am completely out of business cards and I'm very low on thank you cards. So I need to alter our business cards a little bit because we don't have a TikTok anymore and get some of that stuff ordered. Oh man. Whew. Welcome back, everyone. It is now Tuesday, I think. Yes, it's Tuesday. Things have been slow. So this weekend, I intentionally took the weekend off. I did nothing business related. I only did personal projects and like reading and hanging out with the kids and stuff. I didn't do anything business related, which I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. Having any amount of time, really, like a whole day where I don't do business stuff. So that was really good the first day and really difficult the second day, because if you know me, you know that I really struggle with not being productive. That is very hard for me. It is like an active decision to do that. So I took the weekend off and that was good. And then yesterday I went and got signed up to go take an in-person typing test because several of the jobs that I've been applying for have required that. I did the typing test this morning. No big deal. 85 words per minute. Excellent. And I also did some new photos yesterday. Again, more things I'm trying to do to make our thumbnails better. This was based on feedback from the creative group that I'm part of, that they suggested I use something more like actively showing that it's soap. So Hoping that makes a difference on the next video. It feels like the most recent video, which was the Moon's Blessing video, I'll link it if you want to go check it out if you haven't already, performed a little bit better than normal, but not significantly so, which is kind of a bummer. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. Right now I'm mostly trying to focus on thumbnails and then start to kind of dip my toes in titles and getting that done better. That was Monday, because doing any kind of like complex product photography like that is a whole process. It takes a bunch of time setting up the space for it, getting everything all organized, taking the photos, and then also editing them. And these have like bubbles and stuff, so I have a mix of dish soap and glycerin to make the bubbles last longer, and then I have to like clean off the bars and stuff like that. It's like, it's work. It's so much work. Hopefully worth it. We'll see. I took enough to be able to do those kinds of thumbnails for the whole month for the July soaps. So as an example, I'm gonna go ahead and put up on the whole screen here the 3 different thumbnails that I constructed for whatever one I decide to show, because I did it for every single soap, so I've got options. But that's kind of what I'm working on, is more interesting and engaging thumbnails to try and get more people to come and check out our videos, because if more people check out our videos, more people might buy our soap, and maybe I'll get closer to being self-employed. That would be great. But in the meantime, I do have to apply for jobs. So typing test was done. I need to send that over to a couple of places that I already applied to and let them know, hey, I got it done. There it is. I got rejected already from a couple of places, which is a bummer, but you know, opportunities will arise, I'm sure. I'm not going to worry about it too much. And my new seat covers for my car got here because it's so hot already here in California, in the Sacramento area, and having seat covers would be a much smarter thing than I've done for the last several years of owning this car, especially given that it's a leather seat. It gets very hot. Understandably, the children are not too pleased with that. Yesterday, car related, I also took House Cryptid's car down to the mechanic and walked back and got his Freon refilled on his car. So his car is working really well now, yay. And I have gone to the gym yesterday and today, hence we are post-shower here. The gym felt really good today, which was nice. I'm getting strong. Like bitch who fight bear in the woods. That's the goal. So I'm gonna go put the seat covers in the car. And I also noticed yesterday when I was standing by the front door that I could see light through the front door, which I don't appreciate. And when I stood in front of the door on the outside, I could feel the cool air from the air conditioning. So I'm gonna go and get some more weather stripping and redo the weather stripping around the door. Obviously I'm not gonna film that. As I've said repeatedly, I don't film the front of the house. I don't like to film anything from the front of the house that could be identifiable, because even if you are a small creator, you never know who's out there being a creepy weirdo. So keep yourselves and your family safe. Don't film the front of your house. So I won't be doing that. So I'm gonna go get that. I might film maybe the inside, but there's just not gonna be much to see from the inside. We'll see. But I'm gonna go get that done. The kiddo has requested hamburgers for dinner tonight, so we're gonna go do that on the grill, which is probably good because it's already getting hot and I don't want to heat up the house any more than I need to. I also ordered a new film for the back window because that gets really, really hot. That window is huge. It's $50 just for enough film to cover one gigantic window. So I got that ordered though, and that should help keep energy costs down. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. And when I come back, I'm gonna get some more shorts edited, or reels, or whatever you want to call it. I need to find something to film that is not just me talking to the camera, because this is boring. I'm so sorry that so much of business is not the fun, interesting stuff that's neat to film. It's it's boring. So much of it is boring and not interesting. I wish there's more for me to show you, but there's just not a lot. So let's go get some stuff done. I also have a package to drop off at the post office. We're gonna get that done too. And I'll probably get myself a little treat of some coffee while I'm out, because I've already blown through all of my coffee and an entire thing of water, and I would like a little treat. So here is the inside of my car. We've been using blankets and stuff like that to cover the seats so they're not quite so hot. But there's only so much you can do in the California heat. So we're gonna add our seat covers. And seat covers achieved. There's the front seats. And the back seat's not great, but it'll do. Also, it's hot as balls. I'm sweating. You fucking would. God damn it. And you can see my gas gauge is still all over the... Look at it. What are you doing there, bud? That's not correct. No. Buddy. Pick a struggle right now. Alright, well, I guess we're adding something onto the trip. It's so hot. So we've got 3 strips of weather stripping for the door, plus a new vinyl sweep to go underneath, because we've been having all these bug problems. I'm starting to wonder if it's because of the front door. So we're gonna go ahead and go get these and get them installed. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I know I didn't film it before because I don't think you would have been able to see it particularly well, but you could see a little bit of light like at the bottom half here, and I had known that the weather stripping was a little bit bent, and I had suspected for a while that the sweep at the bottom here was not very good. So that's been replaced, and all the weather stripping all the way around has been replaced. And outside, when I put my hand up against the door, I could feel cold air coming through before. Now I can't. Haha, take that, weather. One more thing handled. So this is the other thing that still needs handling, is this big, giant, look at it, do you see the size of this? This is absolutely humongous window. Do you see the size? It's so big. Look, there's the edge, and it's only half the window. Huh. So I got a film to go on this door as well to try and reduce some of the heat, because I know, even with these heat blocking curtains, I can feel the heat coming off of it. It's so hot. So, one more thing. That should be here tomorrow, and then I can finish that up. Go over there. Take the bar if you need to. This is a recreation of what Kat and I just did for like 15 minutes. Pretend this is my DSLR and not my phone. Okay, so we're gonna shoot your hands like this is hand porn, okay? We're doing hand porn. Look how sexy that bar is. Ooh, get bubbly and nasty. Let me get the best shot ever. POV, hand porn. This is so dumb.
Oh no, there was more hand porn.
Please, hand porn. Hand porn. Get bubbly. It's not nearly bubbly enough to be sexy. Make it sexier. Sexy hand porn. Oh man, just look at that. Oh, people are gonna want to buy all the soaps. No, that's not a good angle. I'm not getting off on that. Come on, hand porn, hand porn. Yeah! Oh my god! Trying to take fancy product photos, but my Fitbit was too obvious in the last one. Now I have to sit here and wait for this texture to go away from my arm. Stupid Fitbit. Ugh. That's what I get for not using the silicone band. I hate them though. Alright, so we have a mix of peat moss and perlite for the boys' carnivorous plants that we have obtained.
Venus flytrap and pizza plant?
Yes, exactly. So we're gonna get these all mixed up, a little bit of water in there, and then we're gonna put them in our pots.
Oh.
Right. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay if there's like extra water down in the reservoir. That's good for it. It's the kind of plant that needs lots of water, buddy. So you're gonna be just fine. So we've got them all trimmed up, and we're putting water in there for them. Good job, buddy. It's gonna be okay. I might have overfilled mine, which might be why he's a little water shy here. There you go.
I don't see any water filling up in the reservoir.
That means that it hasn't filled up all the way down there yet. So you just keep adding water. And just give it a second, see how it's soaking down in through the dirt. Takes it a little bit to filter all the way down to the bottom. Good job. All right, it's hot out. That's it for this week's vlog. Eat your food, get a snack, drink some water. We'll see you next week. Bye.